adventure, comedy, mystery, and romance. Aspects of all the best stories. But we promise none of these, because this is haphazard fiction.
Previously on The House of Morpheus.
My character's name is Malcolm Creed.
I am playing a character. His name is Lane Wesson.
The character I'm playing is a professional, and his name is Caspian T. Barnes.
Deshaun Lincoln, a conspiracy theorist.
You're here for a job offer.
We are called the House of Morpheus.
I need y'all help hunting down this creature.
And I'm going to go straight to Detective Blaine's office.
His eyes are yellow, like almost glowing yellow.
So, 1 o'clock tonight at the East train station.
Then all of a sudden, about 4 people come in, dragging some kind of long-wheeled containers behind them. A rumbling sound so low and deep that you feel it in your body. You don't hear it. Something big and fast just shoots out from the train car next to you. It probably stands close to 8 feet tall. And it's very, very slender, but the shoulders are huge and broad, and it's very animalistic. Reaches 2 hands, digs in to the person in the back, and just pulls them apart.
Fuck this.
I yell, "Get down here."
It jumps over the edge of the train.
We were sent out here to kill that thing, right?
You were sent to define where it was going, what it was doing, and how it was doing it, and you succeeded.
Okay, so it has gotten away. You hear it slaughtering animals in the distance.
Why are we not doing something about this?
Nothing we can do.
We could kill it.
Well, let's go to the house. I'll shed some light and lay out an offer.
Okay.
You get back. I don't know who's got auto mechanics at all, but all of the distributor caps and spark plugs are pulled or whatever, just to be able to keep the cars. It takes you about 20-30 minutes to get them back running, all 3 cars.
Yeah, who did that?
What 3 cars?
Did you guys only take the 1 car?
Yeah, we
took the bigger. You only took the 2 bigger. So okay, so it doesn't take that long then.
You had your car.
Yeah.
So
I intentionally don't get his running. No, I'm just kidding. I get his.
That's fine. I'll call tow truck. You guys are fucking all crazy. I'm not going back anywhere. I need a couple days.
We don't have a couple of days.
I'm not asking the psychopaths.
well, we'll go back, and then you can have a couple days before, because decisions will have to be made. But I don't think this is the right place to be in about 20 minutes.
Did you see that shit?
Yeah, I did. More than you.
Yeah. I like living.
So let's go back to the house, have a conversation. There's more, trust me.
Hey man, I'm shitty DJ. I need money.
Okay. As soon as you get back, Bonnie's downstairs waiting with a glass of brandy for you. I take it, Malcolm, everything went as planned?
I just look at her.
Your jacket.
I need a new suit, and I need a new suit immediately.
She goes back into her little darkness.
As I'm like cleaning the dirt off of my face.
Seconds later, she comes out and she's carrying a brand new suit. Brand new shirt and suit.
I go in the back room. I'm gone for about 10 minutes.
You're downstairs alone in his study.
I'm going to the kitchen.
You go up to the kitchen.
Where's the alcohol?
Not in the kitchen.
Does he have a magical bar place since this is one of those old houses?
You didn't look downstairs. There's where it probably is.
There's a bar in the study.
Yeah, it's all downstairs. You need the detective for finding the bar, apparently. You didn't look for it down there. You said, I'm going to the kitchen. Oh, you find cooking sherry. You want to drink some cooking sherry?
I have lots of liquor in my house in the kitchen.
Yeah, but you also don't have a nice study.
How would I know he has a nice study?
You were just in it.
It's a basement.
It's huge and it's gorgeous.
It's magical, and I'm tired of this bullshit.
Yes, you know there is a bar downstairs.
I took a bottle with me to the kitchen.
Okay, he grabs one of the bottles and you go to the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a drink.
You start swinging from the bottle.
I'm swinging hard.
All right, it only takes me. I'm just long enough to change and come back out.
I don't know.
Where's Mr. Lincoln?
He took your alcohol and went upstairs.
I took a bottle. Since you can magically get shit from that door.
Well, I guess we'll wait for you to come back down.
Where's Chamberlain?
Grinding meat somewhere, I'm sure. Like in freak of nature. Oh God, here we go. Here we go. Where's Chamberlain down?
Where's Chamberlain?
He's not here.
This dude is blaming all the people we met.
No, I'm not actually giving.
Was it the captain?
I'm not gonna.
Are you a police officer, Dawn? Answer me. It must have been Chamberlain.
No, I'm not trying to blame Chamberlain. I'm just curious where he is. I was going to ask him a question.
Are you a Wendigo?
Yeah, well, that's actually what I was going to ask him.
I believe me.
Can you can someone go get Lincoln, please?
I'll go get him. I go upstairs to see him like, hey, we need to go back downstairs. We're having a meeting.
He's putting down that bottle hard.
Okay. Feel a lot better.
Yeah, it's taking some edge off.
Yeah, this ring didn't do shit.
Well, it will calm the nerves of the house. It won't calm the nerves of tonight's event.
Furry blender of death.
Yeah, I never quite heard it put that way, but he's been called a lot.
So you know this thing?
Remember when we first discussed it? Yes.
Is it time yet?
Are you clean?
No.
Clean.
Oh, son of a bitch. It's Chamberlain's upstairs.
Remember when we first met, when I was offering you a position, I said this was a bit of an interview, a trial run. I say y'all passed.
We didn't even complete our job. That thing is still alive.
Barely. Starts stomping down the stairs. Chamberlain comes in. He's got bullet holes and just marks and welts all over him. He's limping down, wearing pants, shirt's off, not wearing shoes. He looks like he just hosed himself off downstairs and put on whatever he could find. Oh, I hate this part.
The House of Morpheus employs many people.
Son of a bitch.
Yes, I understand.
Who shot me in the back? What the fuck?
Chamberlain?
Dude, that was good.
You can
That guy that called you a werewolf.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
You can have a drink of the good stuff.
Oh, thank you. He goes and swipes the bottle from you. You're going to give me that, right?
Fuck you.
There's more than one bottle.
So this whole
I
time,
want to keep you cool. I want to roll keep you cool. Act under pressure.
all of us?
No, just him.
Do I get a bonus for being drunk?
No. You get a negative for being drunk.
What am I doing? What's the...
I said
Cool.
yeah, keep it cool. You saw me rip those people in half, right?
Check your experience bonus.
You suddenly want to give it to him.
You just, all right, take it. He takes it and sits down and she starts drinking
So
on the edge of the steps.
I kind of take the rag.
We employ many people of many backgrounds. Some of them have a checkered past, and I motion towards Chamberlain. He serves a purpose for us. I don't want to sound demeaning, Mr. Chamberlain, but we have a bit of a leash on him.
Well, that isn't very nice, is it?
If he goes out of line, he knows what will happen.
Well, clearly that message is not going through.
He does what we want him to do.
So you're telling me this entire time it was you who pinned me to the trailers. I like take this rag and like wipe like dirt and stuff off my face. And I was like, and then threw me on the ground and tried to kill me.
Was that today?
He doesn't remember.
Was that
anything.
today?
We rarely step in between him and his tasks.
Son of a bitch. You could have told me.
Well, that was the test. To see how y'all
He
handled
almost killed me.
I would not have
You
allowed
sons
that
of
to
bitches
happen.
almost killed me. God damn it. They never got that close before.
I never hit you once, just so you know.
I was the one that hit you mostly.
Well, I ran. I thank you, I guess.
I was shooting the bad guys.
No. What did you do?
I saw what you, brother. I saw what you did, and I took off.
Well, that's probably smart.
Thank you.
That's probably smart.
I want to go get smashed now.
Yeah.
Mr. Chamberlain's not what he is because he's bad, per se. He's a good man. He's a good man with pittance to pay.
Out of game. The lore on Wendigos, that makes you kind of a bad person.
Redemption.
Oh,
He
okay.
has a redemption story.
Fair enough.
I only kill who I'm allowed to kill. And maybe I eat some parts. And maybe the parts go into my hamburger. It was wonderful.
It was a good burger.
But
It's a really good burger. I'm never eating one
A little bit
again.
of Sweeney Todd going on there.
who's Sweeney Todd?
That's out of character.
Oh.
Why are you talking about Sweeney Todd there?
Somebody said Sweeney Todd. I heard it in my head. I don't know. I got the meat sweats right now. Leave me alone.
It's like I got a bullet in my back. It hurts.
So
I'm glad I didn't eat the hamburger.
Me too.
I'm never eating your hamburgers again.
It's too late now, man. You can't take it back.
True, but if I don't...
Oh, he'll be a Wendigo tomorrow.
No. I'll pull the trigger on myself right now.
the task that we do for the agency, the organization, House of Morpheus, is nothing to be taken lightly. What we did here, as dangerous as you may think it is nothing compared to the overall mission and what I have seen. This is an important task. Having you invited into this is a gift. You have a chance to solve your own problems, your own life's mysteries, and perhaps have a little peace in saving the world.
As long as it gets me to my life, I don't care past that.
I thought your wife was dead.
No, she got taken. Apparently by I'm dead.
There will be answers. Questions answered. Yes, Mr. Lincoln. Many, many questions answered.
Yeah, I don't know if I want that anymore. I'm not feeling very comfortable at the moment.
Mr. Creed, can I go take Captain Blaine and Martha their steaks now?
Yes.
All right.
Are they Wendigos as well?
No. Damn it, man.
He's kind of stuck on that, isn't he?
I think he's
Every feller with yellow eyes is gonna. Oh, he's a monster because he's got yellow eyes. You ever heard of jaundice?
It's of the skin.
Oh, but
Yeah, you were kind of grasping for straws there, bud.
fuck you. I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna bring him his steaks now. It's late. Martha might still want them for tomorrow because I know they're still up. So it is date night.
And what do they do on date night that you're allowed to interrupt it?
and gives it a steak during coitus.
I just bring him the steaks. I don't know where they go after that. It's just-
I-
Meat to their party.
I don't answer. I don't ask questions. Like,
he leaves.
Jaundice.
so I'll give y'all a few days to answer. There's pay. Yes, Mr. Lincoln, there is pay.
There is quite a bit of that. There is a lot of pay.
Don't you have steaks to go give to people?
This is Bonnie.
Oh.
Hence the softer voice.
He's clearly a little confused.
Well,
Yeah, I just got thrown around by the man serving Wendigo.
Can I get paid?
you did already get paid.
Yeah.
Say it how I want.
Come back and
Exactly.
we'll talk. And
Talk now, and it'll give me a chance to come back.
You'll find that
Just give him the big envelope.
I give him the big envelope.
It's 20 grand.
You know what? Is there a room here that can be cleaned out?
You've got $25,000. I think you can decorate.
I'd like to make a correction there. He has $30,000.
The first one had 5. This one had 20.
Oh, I thought he said 25.
No. Yeah, so he has 25 total. So you can afford your own
My own what?
furniture.
But this is your house.
Yeah, and you're going to live here.
Yes, but the state laws state that even though I might buy the furniture, because it is your property, it's considered yours. I will be more than happy to redecorate for you.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen. Gentlemen, the choices are yours. The captain is a very good man. The captain is afflicted, and he deals. But because of his affliction, he can help more than he harms. So you just have to give him a chance. And Lane, I think we can definitely help you find your wife. And the chances are she'll be fine because they wanted her for a reason. And whatever that reason is, we'll figure it out.
Because she's a
It's
Wendigo.
what we do.
She got yellow eyes.
There's a lot more than Wendigo out there. There's a lot more.
Not according to the officer.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I'm starting to believe that.
And not to mention, I will say, there are greater rewards to be had, and we're happy to help you find them.
Where's our big envelopes?
I like the sound of bigger rewards.
Are you here for money?
I thought we were all getting paid.
Yes, but are you here for money?
I'm here to have justice done.
And the money will come, and the justice will be great.
You get all that justice. You can have it all.
I want justice all over your face.
I just want to get enveloped on my chest. That's all I care about. You just keep dumping envelopes on my chest and we're good.
That is disturbing.
You should really fix me a room, Mr. Creed. I mean, I'm assuming that this will be our base of operations.
Accommodations will be made.
They are still shit. You will have to fix them up.
Mr. Creed, don't you feel that if we're going to be working together that we should be able to have some... I was about to say coitus, but that's not what I'm looking for.
You got a working shower.
He's not interested in Bonnie. You don't know. Maybe he wants to have coitus.
I think what he's getting at is if you guys have all this money and connections, why do you live in such a crappy house?
I would be able to do my research much better. And
Well, you can keep your apartment.
no.
I can't change the fact that what happens here happens here. The reason,
Are you still telling me the electronics don't work here?
yeah, that's not something that I can change.
I'm good.
You have a working shower here, right?
We have indoor plumbing.
I'm going to go take a shower.
The water's brown.
Someone
I don't even remember that bad.
It takes about 20 minutes for all the rust to get pushed out of the pipes that are kicking in the house.
Why not?
The issue with the rest of the house is the rest of the house upstairs looks like crap and the outside looks like crap. In case someone ever does get past the
The
wars,
spell, yeah.
they just go, oh, this is a dilapidated house. I don't want anything to do here. They just turn around.
Fair
And
enough.
also, if you have a spooky old house, that adds to the ward that's
fear,
already
yeah.
there.
Yeah,
I mean, Caspian walks around barefoot on steak. So, raw steak.
But the
I
basement,
didn't walk around on steak. I walked on the stairs.
The steak was everywhere last time I checked.
the basement is where I
In the meat locker. In the freezer.
And the floor.
There was steak on the floor.
No stick.
Oh, there was blood. Yeah,
There's a little steak everywhere.
in the freezer.
No, you said everywhere in the kitchen, so I was like, they're just leaving steak laying around the kitchen. What the fuck is wrong with these people? That's what I pictured.
There's just meat hanging everywhere.
That's what I thought. I was like,
There's way too much meat for one person.
Well, that's what I said. I
This
was
is like the hill has eyes here. I mean, they're all over the place.
I was like, y'all a bunch of freaks. Steak lying around.
Hey, this is Brooke over at Haphazard Fiction, keeper for this story of the House of Morpheus. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in with us this week, and definitely want to give a big shout out to the guys over at Evil Hat Productions for making this fantastic game, Monster of the Week and Monster of the Week Tome of Mysteries, both available for purchase right now at evilhat.com, or if you would prefer, you can support your local gaming stores by stopping on in, and if you happen to be from my hometown, San Antonio, or Austin or Houston, you can check out the Dragon's Lair. They have a full selection of gaming, comics, manga, anything you could probably want. If you do happen to stop in the San Antonio Alamo Ranch location, you may get a chance to meet Raul, who happens to be Deshaun Lincoln. That's his store over there. So happy to kind of give him some support if we possibly can, and would definitely love to see you come out and help build this Monster of the Week community. Hope you guys are enjoying the story so far, and we bring you right back to the House of Morpheus.
Night has fallen over the House of Morpheus, and as our heroes are away, pulling together their thoughts, sleeping, trying to control themselves, not have nightmares, get through the night, Bonnie Blackwater and Malcolm Creed are the only ones left up and about and having a conversation regarding the previous day's events. Mr. Creed, we're going to have to deal with the situation from Uncle Chamberlain.
Yeah, I realize we kind of got in the middle of things. I don't remember the last time he didn't get what he needed.
As long as I can remember, he's never not gotten what he needed.
He's the only one that we've ever been able to keep.
Well,
I don't mean to be insensitive, but we've eliminated most.
Well, you've done an excellent job helping him find purpose and helping him think that he's got things under control when we know you were the one that has control. However, he did not finish his hunt. He did not eat. And if we do not take care of that, he may go feral on us, and that puts us all in jeopardy.
We'll have to contact probably Detective Blaine and see if there's an issue that on his end that could be taken care of.
Well, maybe that would be a good point to bring Detective Caspian back in, because they need to solidify that relationship if we're going to be able to utilize the Force the way we're hoping.
The Force?
Not that Force. The police force. Thank you very much, Deshaun, who is not here.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yes, we'll have to. You're right, but I'm not real sure if Caspian has completely absorbed the situation yet.
Well, he doesn't have to understand everything, but if he cannot play his part, you'll have to pull in his backup, and he will have to be eliminated.
That is true. That is very true. I'll put in a call to Detective Blaine, see if there's a candidate, and then...
there's plenty of candidates.
Well, one that won't raise too many eyebrows.
Well, I do. We do.
Unless you have one in mind.
Well, we have information on one. You'll need more information to come from Captain Blaine. However, the House has come up with more information regarding the wife of Mr. Wesson, and we might be able to start this hunt now.
Well, you and I both know that Chamberlain can't eat those.
Well, no, but they have underlings, and those underlings are gonna be super tasty to Uncle Chamberlain. He doesn't mind.
Well, if he wants to start thinning the crowd before we go, I have no problem with that.
Maybe you could send them out in tandem.
We could do that. We could probably do that.
All right. Well, you just tell me what you need, sir. I'll make sure it's here at your disposal.
Give me locations and names.
Yes, sir. You'll have it in the morning. All right. You guys are all given through the night to put your thoughts together, to kind of settle in, to figure out what you are going to do to make your first move. They have asked for you to meet back up with them the next morning at 10 a.m. to plan your, I don't know, whether you're going to stay, whether you're going to depart, what you plan on doing. What do you want to do?
Caspian is going to stay. His captain has ordered him to be here, so this is my job.
Wesson?
They said they have information on my wife. I'll stay.
Deshaun Lincoln, the only rational-minded person in the group. One staying for justice, one staying for vengeance. What are you going to do?
That's a really good question.
Pee himself.
Because as far as my character's concerned, I just saw some crazy ass shit last night, right? And I'm thinking, why the fuck am I still here? I mean, clearly the curiosity has me I'm in, but I don't want to be in. You know, it's one thing talking about werewolves and shit, and another seeing some scary ass shit eating people and guns.
Well, you've seen guns before.
Not like that.
No.
I didn't see that fully automatic weapons being fired into werewolves. That's very different.
Make sure you call him a werewolf to his face.
And clearly there's already a conspiracy here, okay? Because I've got motherfucking people that clearly are controlling the scenarios we are in. And I don't appreciate that one bit. That's Illuminati shit. He's a liar. These two are insane. This how werewolves are like, nah, man, kill it. And I'm like, what the fuck?
All right, so 10 o'clock comes around. You are all to meet downstairs.
Thanks.
Well, you're going to have a chance to share your feelings with the group.
Voice your opinion.
In game.
I want to share time.
This needs to be canon. Let's make this canon, guys.
And for the record, the Illuminati, amateurs.
Shit like that. Shit like that makes me be like, you know what? Nah. I like my radio show. Thank you.
So everybody gets downstairs to meet.
Wait, how much money have I gotten so far?
$25,000.
That is right. Did I write that down? I sure fucking did. You know what? There's also other, perks. I made 25 grand in one day. So, I mean, there's a lot to think about here.
You can get a really nice computer with that much money.
That he can't use.
Computer?
All right.
I'm going to the Rainbow Lounge later.
Oh, dear God.
All right, so you get downstairs, and the room is very, very well lit. That picture that's in the back, you actually see like light emanating from it. I mean, it's like bringing full daylight into this room. You see Malcolm Creed sitting there eating his breakfast, and of course it's steak and eggs. Very, very well prepared. You see Chamberlain off to the side watching him eat his steak and eggs that was professionally prepared. And then Bonnie's just standing off in the back, just waiting for direction. Y'all come down? What do you say?
Well, shit.
I'm just going to, basically all I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk down, look at him and be like, so you talked about having information about my wife. If I'm going to be in and help you with this, y'all got to give me something right now.
We have ideas. We don't have exacts. But we do have information. Regions, organizations, maybe.
Bonnie holds her hand up in the back. We do know vampires. Does that help?
She was taken by a vampire.
Well, we said undead before. Now we know it's vampires.
But she's still.
She's alive. She's still.
And she's not undead. And she's not dead.
She's undead. That's
a double
human.
negative.
That means she's not dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's still alive.
Yeah. As long as we make finding her a priority, I'll help y'all out. But I'm not going to waste my time. If you keep taking me on hunts and dicking me around and we don't get to finding her, I'm out.
That's fair.
All right. Then we have a deal.
I'll share information as I get it.
Who's
Thank you.
All of us?
Everybody's in the room.
You know they're lying to you, right? You do realize that they are manipulating everybody in this room.
You see, I would have agreed with you, but after everything I've seen last night, I'm going to kind of have to at least try this out. You know, after what they said, I thought they were crazy, but then it turned out we were hunting something completely non-human. So if they say that vampires have my wife, I'm at least going to give that a shot.
I'm not saying that they're lying, but this is bullshit.
Last night was it was a fixed game.
Yeah, it was a very controlled scenario.
But it was necessary to see how y'all would handle a situation like that.
Well, there is more information on scene now. The two young ladies who you were able to save were actually tied to vampire politics. That trafficking is important. So you did good, and Detective Barnes, maybe you can work more with your captain and bring us more information. So there was a benefit. This fixed game saved two innocent women and potentially led to you being able to find a lead for another.
Okay, I think I'm going to regret asking this.
This bitch.
But what exactly do vampires do when they traffic women like that? I'm sure I don't necessarily want to know, but...
I mean, I can tell you what they're doing.
Well,
they're vampires.
I didn't ask
Ever
you.
watch Twilight?
What?
They're getting sexy. Real sexy and real glittery.
That's not always true. In fact, it's rarely true.
At this
A lot to
moment,
do with food.
at this moment, as he says that, Weston just kind of like puts a hand on like his gun. And I'm just like,
Here
shut
we
up.
fucking. You shut up. Are you fucking insane?
I'll do anything to get her back.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think y'all have more a view of vampires as more of what's in the movies. A lot of them are. It's a little less drinking blood and
It's more politics.
blood. It's all politics, and they're usually crime bosses. Because they in order to survive, they need things that you can't get on the general. You can't go to the grocery store and buy a pint of blood. And if too many people start missing, people start to ask questions. So, and then you have to arrange things like Jonestown, things like that, where, oh, well, everybody died all at once, and you have to...
Oh, look, they drank the Kool-Aid.
So it's usually something more than just, let's go drink some blood. No, they're trying to cover up a crime organization. There's more to it. Some of it's supernatural. Some of it like you would see in a gangster movie.
Well, then we better find her fast.
It's good that we have
How long has
a
she been
contact in a
gone?
police office.
3 months and change now.
Well, and maybe we can really take advantage of the crazy stylings of Mr. Deshawn. You know, your absolute off the wall intuition puts connections together that nobody else sees.
You're correct more often than you're wrong.
Well, the end is wrong. The middle is usually right.
I'm not sure if I like that anymore. I'm not sure if that's a good thing anymore.
He's like, I don't want to be right.
His ignorance was bliss until now.
One more point of note, gentlemen.
It was fun before. Now it's not.
Yeah, well, the fixed game from yesterday, the fact that now we know it ties in the supernatural entities with the young women you have saved, has brought you to their attention. And so now the supernatural knows that you know they exist. So you just can't go home. It doesn't work that way.
Okay, so Detective Blaine was spearheading this whole thing, and so now we've had our trial period.
Now you work for us.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Creed. You work for the house. You work for Mr. Creed.
Okay. So
That's bullshit.
now that
I'm more of a supervisor.
I guess since I now know the serial vigilante I've been hunting for so many weeks is partnered with me, I have to drop that. I take it at this point.
It'd probably be good for your health.
That aside,
And ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
that
Get
aside,
ready for the bus.
that aside,
Like, fuck.
that aside, we are now on the same page, and
Jimmy
just from my perspective, for my sake as a detective, we're now going to be pursuing these big crime organizations that are dealing in stuff that's far beyond anything we've ever comprehended. Please tell me we're going to have more than just these little guns to work with.
There's it's job dependent.
Okay.
Not everything is going to be like it was last night. And sometimes it's going to be a lot smaller. Sometimes it might be a lot bigger. You never know until we go.
Yeah. I mean, some people are girls and some people are showers.
You have the tools needed for the job. Mr. Creed is right. We're not going to give you grenades to go against every monster you see.
No, just want to make sure we're not going to have
We're not going to give you heavy artillery for everything you go against. Now, if you got
have
it,
heavy artillery.
oh, of course we do. But if you have your own, bring it. Because I'm not just going to check out whatever you want.
You got to keep in mind, we had to keep somewhat of a low key. The House of Morpheus has existed for 2,000 years because we keep a low key. If everybody breaks out and drives down Main Street in a tank, that's going to draw unwanted eyes and people are going to ask questions. Our job is to do what we need to do, and general people don't know. And it's best that way.
And we've done something to help you out, Mr. Lincoln. We have made you sort of a magical Faraday cage. We made you a magical Faraday cage that will block the magic signals so you will have access to your internet here at the house.
Did you just say magic is science?
No, Faraday cage is science.
The Faraday cage will block the magic signals. A Faraday cage blocks electromagnetic signals. That's science. You can look that up in a book. But we have access to magic, so we made one that'll block magic. And it's right over there for you. She points over to the side to like a door.
What is it? Is it an actual fucking cage? Is it a cube? Is it a book? What is the Faraday cage?
Go look. So you get over to the door, and before you have a chance to open the door, you hear noise inside. Yeah, go do it like that. That's how I like it. You know how I like it, girl. Oh, show it. Going deeper. Go deep. Oh, you got... Dude.
Is he cutting up the meat?
Chamberlain's in there doing something.
Well, I'm obviously looking. What's he doing?
You open the door and you look inside. He's sitting on his legs like crisscross applesauce. He's got a tablet in his lap and he's watching videos of butchering. Yes. He's watching people cut meat and he's getting all excited about them cutting meat and size of meat.
I'm going in this cage.
Chamberlain.
He looks up at you all. He's all
No, I closed the door. I'm not staying around for a fucking explanation. Hey, I'm not going in there until that shit is clean. And he cannot clean it.
Well, he's the one that cleans the house, so...
Well, Miss Blackwell, I guess you're going to do what you need to do.
Well, if you don't want the internet, you don't have to use it. So I guess you're welcome for nothing.
Yeah.
She walks over. Mr.
Welcome
Creed,
for nothing.
they're yours. You do what you need, sir.
He's just watching videos in there.
Yeah, he sure is watching. He's just watching. Those arms were just randomly moving.
You didn't see him touching himself. You saw him watching a video.
Look, dude, I know what he's doing. It's what every other fucking 13-year-old boy does with a laptop on their lap saying,
Well, in order to use a phone, in order to use your computer, in order to use anything...
Why couldn't you just make my room a Faraday cage? Since you all have this magic and money and vampires.
It's a lot more difficult than that. There was a lot of strings pulled to make that, so it's hard.
Chamberlain comes out of the room. He's got his tablet in his hands, turned off, and that was some excellent meat cutting. Thank you for letting me use your room, Mr. Lincoln.
I am shaking my head right now because
He walks upstairs.
Well, if you choose to use it, it's there.
Oh, he can come home if he wants. I'm fine with that now, Mr. Creed. I think we should just let the supernatural find him and do what they will. Good luck.
Give him
She walks out into her dark room. She's gone.
she's kind of a bitch.
You angered her.
Well, maybe she shouldn't be so annoying.
I wouldn't anger her for you.
This is, you realize you put me in this situation.
Here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
You were reporting things that were drawing the eye of this supernatural way before I brought you in. I got a glimpse of that you were on their radar. So if I didn't bring you in, there's a good chance you wouldn't be here right now. I mean, when I say be here, you would not be alive.
You say
right
that,
now.
but the way I see it, it's not like anybody was really doing anything, and I wasn't really affecting anything, whereas now I'm actually involved. And so that puts a little more pressure on my personal life.
Also
And so
gives you
I'm thinking
also gives you information for your show.
that's true. But it also makes it a little more dangerous to do my show. So, I mean, this is great, but I might need a more protected vehicle to do operations out of.
While this is going on, I'm going to go ahead and walk into that room, and I'm going to pull my smartphone out, and I'm going to use the internet. And I'm going to close the door behind me.
The room smells weird.
It smells musty. It doesn't smell like
Musky.
I'm going to start searching. I'm going to start searching for any headlines about maybe what took place the night before at the train station, or anything that I'm going to start looking into the things I usually search for when I'm looking for crime lords and things like that.
nothing.
I'm like, you use Google to
Like
search
the
for
internet
crime
doesn't
lords?
work.
No, remember, you called for a cleanup after. You called Detective Blaine for a cleanup. There is nothing.
Okay, that's what I was wanting to see.
Now that your phone works, as soon as after you're in there for a second and it gives a second to buffer, you get an email.
Okay.
On your police email. You open it up, it's time to report in. It's from the detective, your captain.
Did have an email here that I have to check into Detective Blaine, meaning I have to go into the office.
Okay. There's the Studebaker.
Okay, if you're fine with me driving myself into town,
You can drive your Studebaker.
I'm gonna get myself dressed and I'm gonna go. Who do I get the keys from?
I throw you the keys.
Okay.
Okay, you got the keys. What are you guys going to do?
I want to check out the house to see if there's anything in the house that tells me anything about these people.
Like break into their rooms? Oh, you mean about the house of Morpheus people?
Yeah.
Or about your partners?
You mean this physical house or the organization?
The physical house. There's got to be stuff in this house.
Everything that's nice is down here. Upstairs, the only indicator to the house that you didn't recognize until you put the ring on was the portrait with the big stylized M that's on your rings above the fireplace. The only room that's fairly well maintained above this floor is, of course, the kitchen. You know, the kitchen's kind of clean.
She just went somewhere upstairs.
Who? No, she went into her room, which goes into a pitch dark nothing.
She's a vampire. Oh, curiosity killed the cat.
I dare you to go in there.
I'm really good.
Do it.
I start walking towards the door.
Are you going to try to go in?
Well, let's see what Rob says.
Mr. Lincoln, I'm not going to stop you from going in there, but I highly discourage it.
Famous last words. What's the worst that can happen?
Well, you're going to end up someplace that I don't think you're quite ready to go.
What is she?
No, she's just a person. But that door doesn't go.
Look, Mr. Cooper. Rob, what's your last name?
Creed.
Mr. Creed. You're about as human as a turnip.
I'll walk through the door with him.
You going to go to the door?
Hold on. If everyone's going, I'm going in the door too.
Everybody's like,
Just to show him.
Roll act under pressure.
Both of us?
Yeah.
So I rolled 6 plus a cool of 2, so I got an 8 in total. And on Act Under Pressure, it says, on a 7 to 9, the keeper is going to give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or a price to pay.
All right. I'm going to give you a hard choice. You can walk through that doorway, but you know, without a shadow of a doubt, that if you go in there, you're going to have nightmares for the rest of your life. Just deep down, you know. Yeah, there's.
I don't think I'm going to walk through the door.
You're walking together. All of a sudden, the Punisher decides to stand back. He doesn't want to go in. Yeah, but you feel brave. You're super brave, but big tough Punisher with all the guns is going to not go.
Before we get to the door, I
my
say.
balls throw up a little bit.
Before we get to the door, I look at him. I look over at Lane. That's a wise choice.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's up to you.
Like my balls tighten up. You know that feeling like you know you're still gonna do it, but you don't want to, but you need to know what's happening.
Right before you do a bungee jump.
Yep. Yeah, like that's pretty much how I feel right now.
Your sphincter just tightened up a bit.
Yeah, I'm like,
man, act under pressure. What he's doing isn't phasing you. You're solid. You got this. Fuck that guy.
I don't feel like I got this. I'm gonna have to disagree with the keeper. I mean, I'm still gonna do it, but I'm a little apprehensive.
You're a little apprehensive, but you go in, no problem.
Am I gonna come out with an accent? Because then I might go with. Am I gonna come out talking like I can't even do it?
You're gonna come out with a French accent.
I might. Man, fuck this door.
You step in. As soon as you step past the threshold, it's pitch black, and you can't see the way out.
Okay.
You have no idea where you are. You put your hands out, mime style. They can't hear that, whatever you're doing.
I just stand there with my hands in that position where you're looking for someone to hold your hand. You know, just standing there with both my hands out. Just
roll act under pressure again.
Why you gotta put that kind of pressure on me? I want to roll. I'm rolling dice now. They're 2d6. They feel great. And I am on a roll.
Another 10.
Man, you're just like, man, I don't know what the big deal is. It's dark. So what? I've been in the dark before. Nobody cares about the dark.
If it was real life, it would be so scary. Darkness.
Something grabs your hand. Something holds your hand.
Okay.
Yeah. Something warm.
Okay.
Starts dragging you further in.
I fucking follow him, man. I can't see anything.
Oh, God. This is going to end so bad.
What's it feel like?
You know. You see into the darkness, Malcolm. You see into the darkness.
Is he still outside
Something
the door?
grabs his hand and is starting to grab him and take him further
No.
into
I grab his shoulder, and since I have my ring on,
Yes. That's why you see it.
he should be able to wake up, right?
Huh?
If I have a skin-to-skin contact?
As soon as you feel this hand grab the back of your scruff of your shirt, and like you get skin-to-skin contact there, you see what's holding your hand is this like decrepit zombie, flesh falling off, taking you further into darkness.
Dude! By the way, when I did that, I had my hands,
I pull him back through the door.
All right. You
I
pull on
followed back towards the door and said, fuck this shit. My curiosity is sated.
There are some places you can't go unless you've been approved. and I don't have the power to approve you.
Which
I need to
Just raise-
prove it to you.
that's fine.
So, are you going to go walking into doors that you're not supposed to walk into anymore?
I can either confirm or deny that, but I am super curious now about.
Because that was nothing.
That's fine, but I'm more curious as to. You just told me that you need permission, but she's got permission. You've got permission,
Yeah.
and you can't give it.
There's people above me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that would be the problem.
That's the way it works. That's how an organization works. There are layers.
Yeah,
Like a buffet.
We're
I was
towards
going to
the
say like an
bottom.
onion.
I'm taking notes.
We're towards the bottom. As time goes, I'll tell you more. But
Started from the bottom. Now.
Chamberlain comes downstairs. Mr. Creed, did you let the detective take the Studi out?
yes, he'll be. We can trust him.
Oh, he okay. Well, he just left. They've been gone so long that you've had time to get in the Studebaker and leave. So, are you guys gonna go?
Hey, Chamberlain,
Yeah.
I dare you to go in that door.
Why? I've been there.
Okay.
Wait.
Writing shit down.
I don't have to go in there, do I?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm like, even the retarded meat guy can go inside.
Oh, did you heard him ask him if he had to go in there, and he said no. Oh, okay.
You scared too?
Oh yeah.
Let's see if your powers of observation will let you know what the key to that is.
You know what? Let's investigate this mystery.
Well, you're gonna apparently investigate the mystery. You're gonna investigate the darkness.
Cast magic.
Which mystery do you want to investigate?
I want to connect the dots.
Okay. Oh yeah. At the beginning of any game. What does connect the dots do?
On a 10 plus, hold 3, and on a 7 or 9, hold 1. And I can spend my holds, which are basically my holds are different types of questions that help me connect the dots. Basically, for an example, I can ask the keeper, is this person connected to current events more than what they're saying? When is the next critical event going to happen? What does the monster want from this person? Is it connected to previous mysteries? How does this mystery connect to the bigger picture? Stuff like that.
Okay. Roll.
Can I borrow that dice? I'm gonna be using these. I'm rolling dice now because you can't see it, and I got an 8.
Plus your bonus.
So plus 2. So I actually got a 10.
A
So I
10.
get to ask 3 things.
Ask 3
about
questions.
it.
What 3 questions you want to ask?
Well, I want to ask about the darkness. I want to know, like, how's it connect? He made a hint that
When we filled it?
that it's connected somehow to them. So to me, they're dead.
No. The thing you understand is, remember when they talked to you the other day, the first day you were here, about one door leading to the Louvre. These are passageways to get to other places.
Okay.
To get to other places, you got to go to not other places. And that's the passageway. So what's basically there is the danger that you have to go through
Nothing.
to get to.
Do I see it? Is it connected to the ring that they can move safely?
No, the ring is connected to them being able to see what is in there.
Well, I have
You
a-
didn't see it until he touched you and he has his ring on.
But I have a ring too now.
Then your ring is not necessarily the same as his ring. You actually, now that you're really investigating the ring, the materials of what is underneath that stylized M that looks like bone on yours is different than his.
Okay.
They're slightly different color. Yeah, one more question. Or you can take a nap.
I'm thinking.
Oh.
Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, when is the next time that I can go with them?
They will not choose to take you.
No, I know. I need to know more, though. There's got to be something in this house that's got to give me a hint. I'm gonna look around the house and try to find something that's gonna give me a clue.
Detective Caspian Barnes, you go all the way to, you make it into see the captain. Before you get it, as you're running or getting to the Studebaker, Chamberlain runs over to you. Hey, would you mind giving Captain Barnes and Martha this for me? He hands you like a wrapped meat package. It'll save me a trip into town.
Not a problem.
Thank you, sir. All right. Well, you enjoy the trip, and you take care of her. She's kind of Malcolm's baby, you know.
I
She's
love a good classic
he's brought
car.
with him. So
I love a good classic car. I kind of throw the package of meat up in my hand and catch it back down and wave at him and say, "See you guys later."
all right.
Hop in the Studebaker and
All right. You get to the precinct, and it's business as usual. Captain Barnes is in his office.
Blaine.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Thank you. Captain Blaine is in his office. He's, looks like he's filling out paperwork. He's got a couple dossiers on his desk, probably looking to figure out what, missions he's gonna send people on next. Come.
Captain Blaine, you emailed me that I needed to come check in.
Oh yeah. Come on in. Close the door.
What can I do for you, sir?
So, the events from the other night are apparently have been successful. The cleanup and whatnot has been dealt with. However, it has come to our attention that the two young women that were kidnapped were actually kidnapped by a local mastermind, I guess you could call him.
Would that be a vampire, sir?
He kind of deep sighs and looks around the room. And it's like
Mr. Creed told us.
Ask him, Josh. Ask him right now. Do it.
What?
Ask him.
He goes to the side of his desk and he flips on this machine, and all of a sudden this kind of white noise starts playing through the room. I'm like, if you're going to be a part of this, it would probably behoove you to be a little more discreet. My door's closed, but you're involved in situations that are much beyond your control. Careful.
Apologize, sir.
I'm more worried about your safety than I am about this situation at the moment. So careful. Yes. All right. These gentlemen were under the employ of a man named Poet. That's all we know. He goes by Poet. And he is an underling of a fairly large organization. And yes, it is a vampire organization. No, they are not all going to be vampires that you go against. But they have been pulling women from all over the country and funneling them through Denver. As far as we know, most of them don't stay here. However, we do believe some have been kept back and held. But for the most part, the ring has been stopped because you brought attention to it. So good job on that.
Okay.
However, we need you to go after Poet.
Not a problem, sir.
He hands you a dossier. Take this back to your team, and for the unforeseeable future, you may want to consider yourself undercover.
Okay.
I do not recommend coming back here if you need to meet with me. You find us a safe house, you find us a safe spot, a public place, someplace we can meet, and we will discuss these situations then.
Quick question for you. We apparently do have a room at the house that allows for tech, but I did fry my phone. I don't quite know how it works. My question is, should we still do email, or should we try and have messages relay back and forth with Mr. Chamberlain, or to some other method that you prefer?
I think using Chamberlain, or maybe finding out if there's other ways that your conspiracy theorist friend may understand.
Okay.
I'm sure he's got resources that can get, hidden signals out better than most. He may need to go see James or somebody like that to take care of that business.
Okay. Can and will. I get up and I leave. I'm gonna go back to Studebaker and head back to the mansion.
All right. A couple hours later, he gets back and he's got the dossier with him. You've been cleaning your guns, Wesson. You're just chomping at the bit to go kill something.
Oh, absolutely. Especially, to get this mission going about potentially getting my wife back.
All right. You've been investigating the house, Deshaun, and man, what you're finding, Malcolm does not leave this room, so rummaging around down here isn't going to really help you find much. The areas on the second floor, the first floor, once again, is basically open lobby. There's a foyer area. Looks like what might have been at one point a fairly nice ballroom. But it's pretty dilapidated. The only room that's maintained on the first floor is the kitchen. You know, you've been in the dumbwaiter. You know the dumbwaiter very well. That's where you hid the other morning.
A wise decision.
Second floor is, as far as you know, bedrooms. There's a lot of bedrooms, bathroom up there. Above that, you have access to the third floor, which is, you know, finished attic, you would imagine, based on the way those houses were built back in the day. You have been warned not to go to the attic. You were warned not to go to the attic on the first day.
Hey, buddy, Smithin. Are you busy right now, man?
You mean Wesson?
I'm sorry, man. I'm a little nervous right now. I saw some shit in that door, dude.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have gone in there.
These people are crazy. I
think this entire world's crazy. Anyway, what's up?
I think there's something going on. I think we're being used. Like hard. Like, I don't know if they're telling us the truth anymore. I mean, I'm usually pretty good.
To be fair, you just got paid $25,000 and they know where my wife is. I think it's a fair trade, not so much you being used.
But you don't think it's weird, right?
I think it's extremely weird.
They know. And you said she's been on for 3 months.
A little bit more than that, yeah.
And he knows about it, right?
He says he has clues, yes.
All right, we just met something that was clearly not human.
True.
And now you have this guy here that's running this he says he's on the lower tier, okay? But let's be honest, he's running everything right now. He admitted to using us as a test. Who does that? And to his own people. So he already has this loyal beast willing to take bullets. You don't think that's weird? You know what? I think there's something in the attic. I think they told us not to go up there because there's something out there we need to know. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared. But you got guns.
I think in certain situations the guns are kind of useless. But I don't think you're necessarily completely wrong with what you're saying.
You say that, but I saw you shoot a Wendigo. I'm saying let's go check the attic out.
Tell you what, I'll go up next to it, but I'm not going in. But I'll keep a watch outside. In case someone comes poking around, maybe you can sneak out. Since we're not supposed to be up there.
Well, I mean, I want you to be up there with me.
We're not supposed to be there, to be honest.
We just want to take a peek.
Hey, Deshaun, this is a manipulate someone roll. So if you would like to try to force him to come upstairs with you, you can manipulate someone.
I don't want to manipulate you, but I'm going to try.
That's clearly what you're doing.
But he's being convincing.
Rob, I appreciate you minding not your own business.
What the fuck is manipulation? All right, let's take a look. So the manipulation is charm.
Yep, so roll plus charm.
I need to get a 12 here. And what does plus charm do? Would I have a charm? I do have a plus one. I can get a 12.
Will I be rolling off against this or no?
No, you want this to happen. No, you want it to happen. Here we go.
He got it too.
Snake eyes.
All right, so
that's a terrible idea.
You get an experience block though.
So Deshaun, you get an experience.
Yay me!
If I may, I'd like to act this out. If I may. So I kind of just as I put like
generally speaking, just so you know, on a miss, it's up to that hunter to decide how badly they are offended or annoyed. They mark experience if they decide not to do what you ask. So if you decide not to help him, you get an experience. No. Sorry. No. Monsters and minions cannot normally do. They mark experience if they decide not to do what you asked. So if you decide not to help him, you get an experience.
Okay. So with his lack of drawing me in at the time, I kind of want to just like take the M4 upper and like reconnect it to the lower and just like close it shut and I go, that's a terrible fucking idea.
Fine. I guess I'll be like Miss Blackwell and do myself.
I don't recommend that. But hey, you've proven so far that you can handle yourself. I'm honestly intrigued to see what happens next.